Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm excited to show you this 2025 Expedition Platinum. So for 2025, Ford did a very major update to the Expedition. Looks completely different inside and out. It looks like it's still on the same body for the most part, but they definitely changed a lot of things about it. So let's go ahead and we're going to go over the interior, the exterior, show you some features, and also take it for a quick little test drive. So let's go and start here in the front. So the headlights here are reflector LEDs. I'm kind of surprised they didn't put projector LEDs on the Platinum trim, but these are reflector LEDs. And then you also have little air intake things at the bottom there. No fog lights on this one. This is the Platinum, so it's fully loaded, has every option that is available. Only the trimmer package gets fog lights, so that's kind of weird that they made the Platinum not have fog lights, but it is what it is. Has a 360 camera, front and rear parking sensors. Completely new grille design. This one is in Oxford white. We have these massive 24-inch wheels. So yes, these are 24s on this Expedition. Huge wheels. And this one is the standard length, it's not the max. You can see there we got our Platinum badge. It's got power running boards. Painted mirror caps with, like I said, the 360 camera. And then I'll show you guys inside. When you turn on your turn signal, it also pops on a camera, which is pretty cool. Coming along to the back here, you can see when you look at it from the side, it kind of looks like a Yukon, especially with those taillights like that. So that is kind of an interesting design. I guess all the three-row SUVs, they do look kind of similar. Up here, this is actually an LED that you can turn on at night. And that is actually really bright. It's a really cool light. It's part of the zone lighting that they come with. All Expeditions, no matter the exterior color, will have this black painted area on the trunk lid. Some people have mixed feelings about it. I think it looks okay. On some colors, it looks better than others, but yeah, you have this little black panel that's black on every single Expedition. I don't know if they're gonna change that in the future, but as of right now, that's the way it is. The taillights are also completely LED. So you got the lights here, you got the reverse light, completely LED. We got our Platinum badge in the back as well. Trailer hitch and all that will be underneath there. This can tow around 9,000 pounds. Another change they did for 25 is they made the rear wiper hidden underneath there instead of on the glass like the previous one. And then this tailgate is all new. It's a split tailgate design. So I'll show you guys that in just a bit. But you guys can take a look here. It's a pretty good looking SUV, especially in this Platinum trim. All right, let's go ahead and hop inside here. It obviously has keyless access. You just walk up, open the door. It also has the keyless entry pad as well. Like I said, this one is the Platinum trim, so this one is fully loaded. It even has the Platinum Ultimate package as well. So you got soft touch up here. You got all nice soft touch materials. Hard plastic down below, but the upper portion that you actually touch is soft touch. It's got this cool little wood trim in there. Automatic up down for all four windows. Power folding mirrors. This one has the upgraded B&O sound system. Obviously tons of storage in the door. These seats here are the massaging seats. As you guys can tell by the little circle, that's how you turn on the massage. So you got massaging front seats, you got the Platinum logo. These are all full leather seats. Completely new steering wheel and dash design. So let's go and hop in and check it out. All right, push button starts over here. Completely different design. So you can see we have two screens up here that kind of create one, and then we have the one screen in the middle as well. All new dash. So first, let's start off in the corner here. So this is where your four-wheel drive switch is now. The light switch is actually on the screen, which is a little strange for the lights to be on the screen, but if you leave them on automatic, you're never going to use it anyway. But you have 2 high, 4 auto, 4 high, 4 low. You have your rear trunk opening over there, and then your parking brake. Completely new steering wheel design. You have basically this little D-pad right here, and it'll tell you, it'll pop up like a little logo of what like you're on. So I'm not pressing the button, I'm just hovering my hand over it. You can see we got our lane keeping system and then our cruise control. This one does have Blue Cruise as well, so this will drive itself on the highway with highways that you know, are available with Blue Cruise. Then on this side, we can put our hand over there. This is how you adjust the steering wheel. So you press that button, and then it shows right here, steering wheel adjustments or pedal adjustments, right? So there's no hard buttons for that. You have to do it on the screen here. Then we can go back, and you can see we do our next track, previous track, all our volume controls and stuff like that. And that's from this side over here. Obviously, you got your Blue Cruise sensor in the middle. All new steering wheel, which feels a little strange, I'm gonna be honest with you. But It looks kind of cool, looks kind of futuristic. Looking down here, we have our gear shifter, our different gears if you want to choose manually. Still have the volume knob, so you have a physical volume knob. You can jam out to some music. Auto start stop, hazards, camera, which is very clear. So we got our front camera there, and then the full 360 view as well. Then obviously it has a backup camera. And then you have your traction control and your hill descent control as well. See there, hill descent control ready. Down here, we have this all new console design. We got our Pro Trailer backup assist, wireless charging pad, USBs. No ambient lighting, it looks like, in the cup holders, so that's kind of unfortunate, especially for the price point of this one. If it was an option, this one would have it. It's a platinum. Open this up. You got tons of storage in there. You got an additional 12 volt. And then one thing that's really cool is that this thing can actually slide. So if you press this button, it will slide this whole thing back. And that creates this huge storage space up here that you can put stuff. And then you can just slide it forward and cover that space. This is an all new Android based system. This is also on the 2025 Explorers. Way better than the old system. It actually is pretty responsive. So if you click stuff, you can see it pops up pretty fast. Way better than the old one. So Ford did a great job going with an Android based system. This button down here is how you control the screens up here. So this screen always stays the same. You can't really change it other than just change the color of it. But these gauges right here, you can change. So you can have it show gauges. You can have it show fuel economy, you know, off-road stuff. I just like it on the gauges, so I'll just leave it on gauges. But basically, this is the only part that's configurable. This screen pretty much always stays there. That's the screen from the maps on here. You got to accept all the privacy settings and all that. All right, cool. There we go. So you can see we got the screen here and got the screen up there. So you got tons of navigation screens, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, all that good stuff. Up top, we got this huge panoramic sunroof. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. Garage door opener, glasses holder. You guys get the point. I'm gonna close this because it's sunny out today, but you can see we can look all the way in the back. All right, guys, checking out the back. We got soft touch up here. We got soft touch down here. It looks like they're using that ActiveX material. It doesn't really feel like real leather, which honestly is okay because the ActiveX is more durable. Although this is a platinum with the ultimate package, so sometimes people might want that leather and that extra bit of luxury. But B&O sound system. We got our rear seats that look very similar to the front. We can scoot the seat back, which is nice. And then you can also move it up and out of the way. Let's go ahead and hop back here. So I'm 6'6", sitting behind myself. I have room. My headroom is a little tight with the sunroof. Like my head is kind of touching the top a little bit, but I just got to slouch in my seat a little bit and I can make it work. You can see we have the radio back here. We can control it from back here as well. So we can turn up the volume. So that's pretty cool. And then you got your own climate control back here. Oh, it looks like it's locked from the front. But you have climate control for the rear seat passengers and you have heated rear seats. You got this open area in the middle, captain's chairs on this one. And then let me show you guys the third row. So getting in the third row is fairly easy. There's a little button up here that you press and then the seat just kind of pops up and out of the way. And you can see we can fit 3 people across. They're power reclining seats and you have 2 USBs. I'm gonna try to zoom in on them for you guys. You have 2 USBs right there for the rear seat passengers and tons of extra space back there. You got a light, you got more air vents. So the third seat is actually usable in the Expedition. All right, guys, time to check out this all new tailgate design. So you can see it opened up just the top portion. So you can have your stuff in here. You can have it in here and have it still held in by this bottom portion, just like how BMW does it with like the X5 and stuff, and also how Range Rover does it on some of their vehicles. And then the third row is completely powered. I will do the right side here, so we'll do third row right side. Oh, actually I'm gonna stop it because the seatbelt's connected. I don't wanna mess anything up. But power third row seat, you guys get the point. You got a whole bunch of stuff back here as well. You got a 12 volt, you got a 120 volt outlet, light, more tie down hooks and stuff like that. Then I'll show you guys this as well. So that's pretty cool. So you have an actual tailgate and you can actually sit on this like it's a real like tailgate. And then anytime you want to close them both, you can just go like this and they'll both close at the same time. Just like that. So that is a really cool design that they have now. All right, guys, now let's take this Expedition for a spin. Put it in drive just like that. And we're off. Like I said earlier, this new steering wheel is a little interesting. Takes some getting used to. I like those screens up there, and this new design feels nice and modern and updated. So you can see, I turned on the turn signal and that little light popped up, or excuse me, the camera, so you can see what's on the right side of you. Okay, I'm not paying attention at all. So first things first, very smooth. Feels very smooth. There's tons of visibility. I'm sure you guys can see tons of visibility in here. Obviously, we got the window sticker on there. This one MSRP is for $92,740. So obviously it's not cheap, but it's a fully loaded Expedition. They also have cheaper ones as well. While we're sitting here at this red light, figured I'd show you guys some of this stuff here. So you can control the exterior lighting right here. Interior lighting, you can actually change the color, which is nice. It'll be interesting to see what that looks like at night. I might do a night video. Obviously, you change your brightness and stuff. But the thing I'm most impressed about is just how fast this system is. It's finally fast, because Fords in the past, even though they've gotten better, they've been very laggy when you first press stuff, and starts getting frustrating. But yeah, this is like a super fast system, so this is very impressive. Going through all the different stuff here, and that's like just the main screen there. You have your climate controls along the bottom. They always stay there. Heated and ventilated seats for the front. You can see we got our front and rear climate control. We're cruising here. You can see it's a little weird trying to look over the steering wheel. I'm sure I need to like adjust it a certain way, but they obviously made it low like this just so you can try to see the screen up there better. Suspension feels great. The Expeditions have always done a great job with suspension. Like, they feel very floaty and nice, which is what you want for, you know, a big vehicle like this. You want to be comfortable, you know, if you're carrying kids or something, going on a road trip. Brakes feel good, stops nice and quick. Yeah, the steering wheel's just a little weird. Let's go on a little bit here. Whoa, okay. Yeah, power is not an issue. This one has the high output 3.5 twin turbo. And for a big SUV, this thing moves out pretty fast. And I was barely getting on it. This is a new vehicle. I don't want to drive it crazy, obviously, you know. By the way, it only has 10 miles. If you guys are in the market for an Expedition, you guys are in Las Vegas area, you don't mind traveling, let me know. I will leave my info in the description. Throttle response is good. You can hear a little bit of turbo sounds too. And this thing moves pretty good. And even though it's really big, it doesn't really feel like it's just cumbersome to drive. Like, it feels like it's a pretty easy to drive vehicle. Like, I wouldn't mind taking this in a drive-through or anything like that. The steering wheel just takes some getting used to though. It would be nice to see the RPMs. I don't know if there's a way I can pop that up, but I haven't really haven't found a way to like pop up the RPMs, because that'd be kind of nice to see. Let me try these different, let me see if it has different drive modes we can test out. All right, guys, I found the drive mode button. It's over here in the corner. So you twist this thing. So it looks like I'm in normal. Trailer, efficient, spirited. Okay, so let's try sport mode. Oh, there we go, there's the RPM. So you got to go into sport mode to get an RPM. Oh, okay, throttle response already feels better. Oh yeah. It's giving me a lot of power without having to step on the gas much. Yeah, Ford's done a pretty amazing job with the power on these Expeditions. Not only do they tow a lot, but they have a lot of power. And you know, compared to like a Suburban or something, Those sound good, obviously, with the V8s and stuff, but the Expedition just feels so much faster. Not that you're trying to race, you know, a big vehicle like this, but, you know, it's nice to have some get up and go. Yeah, it just feels like a big wave of torque. Like, it's just like a big wave of torque hitting you. I'm gonna do one little pull here, test it out one more time in sport mode. Oh, wow, okay. That's actually very impressive. Yeah, these are no slouch. Oh my goodness. Share your thoughts in the comments below what you guys think of the new Expedition. If you are interested, like I said, feel free to hit me up. I'll leave my info in the description below. Give this video a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.